It is the most radical command ever spoken. It defies human nature, contradicts our instincts, and challenges the very foundations of justice. We are told to protect our friends and defeat our foes. But 2,000 years ago, a carpenter from Nazareth looked into a crowd of oppressed people and said something that changed the world forever. Love your enemies. Not just tolerate them. Not just ignore them. Love them. Is such a thing even possible? Welcome. Today we explore the most difficult teaching of Jesus Christ. In a world fueled by eye for an eye, the concept of loving those who hurt us seems like weakness. But as we will see through the shadows of the cross and the ruins of a concentration camp, this love isn't a sign of weakness, it is the ultimate act of power. This is the story of the grace that breaks the cycle of hate. On a grassy hillside in Galilee, Jesus delivered the Sermon on the Mount. He knew his listeners lived under the iron fist of Rome. They were angry. They wanted revolution. But Jesus offered a different way. He said, "Pray for those who persecute you, so that you may get children of your Father in heaven." He wasn't just giving a moral tip. He was revealing the heart of God, a God who sends rain on the just and the unjust alike. The ultimate test of this teaching didn't happen on a hillside, but on a hill called Golgotha. Beaten, mocked, and nailed to a Roman cross, Jesus had every right to call for vengeance. Instead, with his lungs collapsing and his body failing, he looked at the very men who had driven the nails into his hands and whispered, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." He didn't wait for an apology. He chose love while the wounds were still fresh. Centuries later, this command was put to the test by a woman named Corrie ten Boom. After surviving the horrors of a Nazi concentration camp where her sister died, Corrie stood in a church in Munich in 1947. After her speech on forgiveness, a man approached her. She recognized him instantly. He was one of the cruelest guards at Ravensbrück. He held out his hand and asked, "Will you forgive me?" Corrie froze. The hatred felt like a cold stone in her heart. But she remembered Jesus. She prayed, "Jesus, help me." As she took the man's hand, she felt a surge of divine warmth. She realized that healing doesn't start with a feeling, it starts with a choice. Why did Jesus demand this? Because hate is a chain that binds the victim to the victimizer. When we love our enemies, we break that chain. We stop being defined by what was done to us and start being defined by who we are in Him. Loving your enemy doesn't mean what they did was right. It means you refuse to let their evil live inside you. It is the only way to truly be free. The path of the enemy lover is the hardest road you will ever walk, but it is the road Jesus walked first. Today, is there someone you need to release? Is there a prayer you need to say for someone who hurt you? Love is the most powerful weapon we have. If you found this story moving, hit the like button and share it with someone who needs peace today. Subscribe for more stories of faith that change the world. Remember, the dark cannot drive out dark. Only light can do that.